This is another situation where a lot of this depends on what Shane Waldron's plan is at the tight end position. Because again, Sean McVay with the Rams, they use the tight end a lot more in their passing game than what the Seahawks have. Higbee and Gerald Everett put up pretty good numbers the last 2 years in that offense. They were key components in that passing game. A lot of 11 and 12 personnel. The Seahawks are still very high in Colby Parkinson. They got a chance to at least get him on the field some the second half of the season last year. And so the expectation is he's going to be ready for a big jump in year two. Will Dissly played in 16 games for the first time in his career and didn't have the best numbers last season, but there's a lot of optimism that he could go out and have a really big 2021 season as well. That being said, I'll be kind of surprised they bring back Jacob Hollister because I think that now we know what kind of player he is. He is a move tight end that can do some damage down the seam. He can run routes. He's athletic. He tries as a blocker, but he's not a good blocker. That just isn't his game. He's an undersized tight end. I think with the way that the Rams have used tight ends and the way I expect Waldron to use the position, they're going to want tight ends that are versatile, that can be moved tight ends and go out in the slot, but also can play in line and be blockers. I just don't know that Jacob Hollister can be that player. So I don't see the scheme fit there. I would envision they could go up. Maybe Gerald Everett comes with Waldron to Seattle. He's a free agent. Don't think he's going to break the bank. He's a player they could bring in. As I mentioned, Zach Ertz is somebody the Seahawks have inquired about. To me, this looks exploratory in nature more than anything right now because he's got a big cap hit and he's an aging player coming off an injury-marred season. But he's only 2 years removed from a really good season in 2019. He's been one of the most consistently productive tight ends in the league. He can catch. He can block fairly well. So he would be the type of player that would fit in this system well. If that's a position group that Waldron really wants to feature in this offense, then maybe they will go and make a splash like that. I do anticipate they're going to go out and get somebody, whether that's in free agency or they draft somebody. There's some intriguing tight ends in this draft class that might fit Seattle's scheme as well.